Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Leonardo Leite speaking. We're gonna start the class right now, but before we do, let me know if you can hear the audio all right. If my audio to you is good, let me know. If the audio to you is bad, let me know too. Please write down in your chat box if the audio is all right. Hello, hello. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to one more live lesson. We are live. Yes. How are you all doing? Okay, so let me check here. All right, Leite, if you say it's okay, it's not good. Okay is not good. All right, okay is not good. So if it's okay, I need to do something better here. I think it's a little too loud. Let me turn down here a little bit. Okay. Leite said it's very good. All right, Leite. Okay, good. All right, guys, welcome to one more lesson. I am Leonardo Leite, and you are watching VIP English Club by Mayro Vergara, but I'm not Mayro Vergara. Mayro Vergara is there on Instagram. I am Leonardo Leite, and I'm right here with you every week. So, and a wonderful and marvelous and beautiful hello to you, Ana Luisa Alckmin, our beautiful moderator. And good afternoon to all of you. Okay, yes, I'm without a cap today. I'm actually not in Belo Horizonte. I'm in a different city. I'm always here, so you know where I am, right? And I forgot my hat. I forgot my beautiful hat. Actually, it's back there. But as soon as I started here, I forgot to wear my wonderful black hat, baseball hat. Okay. All right. So let's get going here. Last week, let me turn off the music, right? Let me turn off the music. I only have one monitor here today. Music. There you go. Good. That's it. No more music. Okay. And since I've got only one monitor here, I've got like 1,000 screens open on my computer screen here, and I get really confused, but we're gonna get there. Anyway, in the previous week, last week, we had a magic story, and I'm gonna show you this magic story because today we're gonna do the continuation of that magic story. Actually, I separated 3 magic stories to talk about exchange program, going abroad, going to another country as an exchange student. And I remember telling you last week that going abroad as an exchange student is a little different than going abroad to study English. Okay, the exchange program is a lot more than just going abroad to learn or to study the language. Okay, lots of people, lots of adults, men and women, they go abroad, they enroll themselves in an English course or in a French course or whatever language it is, and they go there and they stay there for a month or 2, maybe 3, and go to school every day, but go to English schools schools of English as a foreign language. But the exchange program, and that's what I did when I was very young. I was 17 years old when I went when I went abroad as an exchange student, is a whole different experience, right? And normally, only young people have the chance to do that. Only when you are 17, 18 tops. Okay? So it's exactly when you are just about to finish high school here in Brazil. So that is the best moment. So if you have kids, or if you are a kid who's around 17, 18 years old, it's a good moment for you to go. Of course, that if you are over 18, 19, if you have already graduated, there are many other experiences that you can have going abroad, learning the language, learning the culture. There are thousands of other experiences. But this exchange program why is it so special, and why do I talk about it with so much love? Because it changed my life. It changed my life not because I learned English. I learned much more when I practiced, when I came back to Brazil, right? But I also lived in the United States back in the 90s for 6 years. So I stayed in America for about 6 years. Yes, I got a lot of experience with the language, but not with teaching. So my English improved much more as soon as I started teaching. So if you love teaching, great. You're going to be really, really good at what you're going to teach. All right? Good. And so I'm going to show you the first magic story talking about Rodrigo, who's from Porto Alegre, and he's getting ready to go as an exchange student. And then we're going to move on to the second part, which is today's magic story, in which we're going to understand why he is so afraid. Okay? So let me see if I can find it here. Yes, it is right here. Okay? And let me see if I find it here. There you go. Okay. Okay, so here it is, the exchange student. So I'm going to read this very quickly to you, and you let me know if you have any questions. Here we go. Here it is. Rodrigo is a 17-year-old Brazilian who lives in Porto Alegre, and he's just about to finish high school. He's planning on taking a trip to the United States for a year as an exchange student. What he really wants is to improve his English and experience life with an American family. He's quite excited because he passed the interview to be accepted in the program. Rodrigo will be going to Roosevelt High School. He'll be attending junior and senior grades. Rodrigo has always dreamed of being an exchange student. He's worked hard in the past few years in order to be able to take this trip. He studied hard to get good grades. He's been practicing his English ever since he decided to have this experience. And there is only one thing he's worried about. What is that? Okay. And last class, we asked, lots of questions, and few people really understood. Few people understood, not understood, but got the answer right. Okay? And that's it. I'm going to show you what Rodrigo is worried about, right? But before we do that, well, actually, I'm going to go straight to the magic story, and you will see how it goes. All right? The name of this magic story is The Power of the Phrases. And you will understand why. Okay? So everybody here with me with the power of the phrases? Yes, here it is. Okay. So I'm going to read this to you. You just relax, okay? Just relax. Listen to my reading. You can follow You can follow the story, and then we're gonna talk a lot about what's happening in this story here now. Okay? Are you all ready? Now I don't have the screen, the comment screen here. Okay, I have the comment screen here now. Okay, so if you are ready, se você estiver pronto ou pronta para entrar neste mundo of exchange students, and a very, very important hint for people who want to understand and speak English with native speakers. Se você está pronto, se você está pronta, say yes. Diga aí agora and say yes. Okay, good. I can't see any yeses here. All right, good. Good. Okay, good. All right, thank you guys. Thank you. Okay, the audio is all right. Good, because the microphone is on my side here. All right. Anyway, the power of the phrases. Yeah, okay, good. The power of the phrases. Rodrigo is worried about one thing. One thing. Although he's been practicing his English since he decided to go abroad, he's still not sure if he's going to be able to communicate fluently with the Americans. So he's feeling a little unease. He decided to talk with his favorite English teacher, Bob Kelly. Bob Kelly is an Irish retired English teacher who lives in America. Rodrigo had a few online lessons with him and loved it. Rodrigo explained his fear to Mr. Kelly, saying he wasn't really sure if he could have a normal conversation with native speakers, and asked him, Ana Luisa, okay, if he could help him with a few hints. Mr. Kelly replied, number one, listen and understand is the most important part of the process. The second most important is to learn phrases, not single words. And he continues, before you start your trip, learn and practice phrases that you know you're going to be using frequently as soon as you get there. Rehearse saying those phrases. Phrases in English are different from phrases in Portuguese. Literal translation won't work. Build a collection of phrases to be used during the first days of your exchange program. It'll help you build confidence on your speaking. So, Rodrigo got to work and started building his phrase collection. I'm going to show you the first phrases that Rodrigo collected before he traveled to the United States. But before I do that, let me explain 3 or 4 words here that you might have had problems with. All right? I say here that Rodrigo is worried about one thing. Although he's been practicing his English since he decided to go abroad, although is when you contrast two opposite ideas. Okay? What are the opposite ideas? Okay? The opposite idea is he's been practicing his English a lot. That's one idea. The opposite idea is that he's not feeling confident. He's not really sure if he can do it. So you see, two opposite ideas. We use although to connect these two opposite ideas. Embora, entretanto, porém, contudo. Okay, that's although. So although he's been practicing his English since he decided to go abroad, he's still not sure if he's going to be able to communicate fluently with the Americans. Very easy, right? So he's feeling a little unease. To feel unease is to feel uncomfortable. Okay? It's to having a little discomfort about anything. And So that's it. Unease means it's okay, but not very comfortable. That's unease. So you can think about many circumstances in which you can feel unease. One of them is when you're going to talk in English with somebody else, especially a native speakers. Brazilians normally feel very uncomfortable, or should I say, they feel unease when they have to talk and they have to listen to native speakers talking to them. So that's it. That's unease. And down here, he asked him. Okay, this is him. It's gonna be changed. Don't worry. Ana Luisa always does that. And he asked him if he could help him with a few hints. Hints are dicas. That's it. Suggestions. Okay? Hints. And then we see the hints here. And one of the hints that Mr. Kelly gives is rehearse saying those phrases. To rehearse means to practice. Ensaiar, to be more precise. Okay? It's different from practice. Practice is relating to doing it, training. Rehearse is more like doing exactly what you need to do, saying exactly the phrases that you want to say. You see the difference between ensaiar e praticar? All right? And this is very important in the whole context of today's class. Porque hoje eu vou mostrar para você que essas dicas vocês vão poder usar. Okay? So this is very, very important. Very important. So anyway, rehearse saying those phrases. Now, let me go back here. We're going to do a second reading, and then we'll move on into the phrases. Right? Are you with me here? Here we go. Rodrigo is now without my face. Let's see. Without my face. Okay, good. Without my face now. There you go. Okay. So, the power of the phrases. Rodrigo is worried about one thing. Although he's been practicing his English since he decided to go abroad, he's still not sure if he's going to be able to communicate fluently with the Americans. So he's feeling a little unease. He decided to talk with his favorite English teacher, Bob Kelly. Bob Kelly is an Irish retired English teacher who lives in America. Rodrigo had a few online lessons with him and loved it. Rodrigo explained his fear to Mr. Kelly, saying he wasn't really sure if he could have a normal conversation with native speakers. And he asked him if he could help him with a few hints. Mr. Kelly replied, "Listen and understand is the most important part of the process. The second most important is to learn phrases, not single words." And he continues, "Before you start your trip, learn and practice phrases that you know you're going to be using frequently as soon as you get there. Rehearse saying those phrases." Phrases in English are different from phrases in Portuguese. Literal translation will not work. Build a collection of phrases to be used during the first days of your exchange program. It'll help you build confidence on your speaking. So, Rodrigo got to work and started building his phrase collection. And here are the first phrases that he came up with. And now I want you to, here. Okay, you're going to see my face now because this is awesome. So good. Here it is. Well, what did Rodrigo do? He started thinking as soon as he gets there, what will people talk to him about? What are the questions that he knows people are going to ask him? So that's how smart Rodrigo was. Okay? He thought, these people, they're going to ask me where I'm from, where my city is, about my family, about my school, how I learned my English, how my trip to the United States was, right? What he does for a living, what if he goes to school or not, if he's gonna go to school in the United States or not. So he thought about all these dialogues and these short dialogues that he would have with him. I just saw the comment here. Adelia says, I don't understand. Adelia, it's a mistype. Okay? It's a typo. It's him, not Haim. Okay? And Anna Alckmin has already corrected that. Because I'm not going to change it here, because otherwise I have to change the entire broadcast, and I don't want to do that. But it's him. Okay? So ignore the letter E there. Okay, anyway, here are the questions, not questions, but the phrases that Rodrigo collected. Here it is. I'm from Brazil. This, you might think this is stupid, but you are going to say that you're from Brazil all the time, right? And Brazilians already know that. When Brazilians, when they go abroad and they go to the United States, it's almost like an excuse for any shit that people can do, that Brazilian can do in the United States. Oh, I'm Brazilian. They love saying that I'm from Brazil. I'm from Brazil. That's why I'm doing this wrong. Okay? But yes, people will ask you all the time the question for which the answer is I'm from Brazil. What you are going to do is that you are going to come up with the questions. Agora que vem o exercício interessante. As soon as we see these phrases here, eu quero que você pense qual será a pergunta ou qual será o início do diálogo cujas frases que o Rodrigo colecionou vai responder. All right? So that's what I want you to do. Okay? Pense um pouco in the questions. And I also wrote one of the questions here that Rodrigo sabia que ele ia perguntar o tempo todo, que é how you doing? How you doing is how are you doing? Okay? Let me write here for you. Let me write this here for you. Okay? Here it is. How you doing? How you doing is the same as how are you doing, which is the same as how are you? Okay? Which is the same as how are you? Which is the same as how is it going? How is it going? Okay? So, how you doing is the same as how are you doing, which is the same as how are you, which is the same as how's it going? How's it going? All right? So, and he knew that the best way to say, how are you? How are you doing? In America is how you doing. All right? How you doing? And this is how you say it. All right? How you doing? Pode falar, pode perguntar sem medo. Okay? Pode usar sem medo. How you doing? Hey, how you doing? And when you say that, native speakers, they go, whoa, you know English. It's amazing. Something happens in their minds that tells them, this guy speaks English. I can talk to him. Because he says, how you doing? Only Americans say, how you doing? All right? So, It's a good hint. It's a good hint. Anyway, let's go back here to the right here. Right here. Okay. Anyway, I'm from Brazil. Actually, I'm from Porto Alegre. Por que eu tô colocando actually I'm from Porto Alegre? Because this is the way they say it. This is the way they talk. All right? This is the way they talk. So, the interesting thing is that when you arrive there, you're going to be talking just like the Americans do. Right? Oh, I'm from Brazil. Well, actually, I'm from Porto Alegre. And then he continued with the dialogue. It's in the very south of the country. Why? Because he knew that people says, okay, whereabouts in Brazil is Porto Alegre? Whereabouts in Brazil is Porto Alegre? Oh, it's in the very south of the country. Oh, and then he decided to give more details. It's about 700 miles from São Paulo. O que o Rodrigo fez aqui? Eu preciso usar as frases que sejam de entendimento imediato. Se eu disser que Porto Alegre is 1,238 kilometers from São Paulo, Americans don't understand kilometers. They don't understand meters. They don't understand centimeters. So the guy is going to go, oh, okay, 1,400 kilometers. Okay, how many miles? But if you say 700 miles, whoa, he already knows. Qual que é a dica que eu estou dando aqui para você? É que você procure usar as frases mais comuns, que o entendimento vai ser imediato. Ao invés do quê? Ao invés de você ficar traduzindo aquilo que você pensou em português. Alright? So that is Bob Kelly's, Mr. Kelly's first hint. And then he goes on. My trip was great. A little long though. It's been a long trip. I'm kind of tired now. I'm glad to be here. Thank you. I was looking forward to meeting you. I was looking forward to meeting you means I was very anxious to meet you. Nossa, tava louco para conhecer vocês. Tava louco para encontrar vocês. That's it. Só que se você na sua cabeça pegar e falar assim, deixa eu ver se tá... I was crazy, porque eu pensei, eu estava louco. I was crazy para... Okay, got it? And the best way is I was looking forward to meeting you. I'm an exchange student from Brazil. I'm an exchange student from Brazil. All the time, okay? All the time. So who are you? I'm Rodrigo. Oh, where are you from? I'm from Brazil. Actually, I'm from Porto Alegre. It's about 700 miles from São Paulo. Oh, what do you do? Are you here as a student? Yes, I'm an exchange student. Se você já falou que é from Brazil, não precisa falar from Brazil again, right? So I'm an exchange student. And here comes the best part. I've been here for... or nothing. I've been here for 3 months. I've been here for 1 month. I've been here for 3 days. Okay? People are going to ask you. E eu quero que você descubra qual que é a question para isso aqui. And I'll be staying for, in the case of Rodrigo's experience, 1 year. So I'll be staying here for a year. As an exchange student. E o mais interessante de tudo é que você pode sair pegando essas frases e moldando dentro do seu contexto, dentro da sua experiência. This is very nice. Okay? For example, vai que um dia eu abro o microfone para você aí na sua casa e peço para você falar de si. Você pode pegar, falar assim, oh, my name is Maria, I'm from Brazil. Actually, I'm from São Paulo. It's in the southeast of the country, about 200 miles from Rio de Janeiro, right? And I was looking forward to having this class. I was looking forward to meeting you here in the VIP English Club, right? So, oh, and I've been here in the English Club for 1 month. I've been in the English Club for 3 months, and I'll be staying here forever. Okay? You got the idea. Anyway, I'm going to Roosevelt High School. Essa frase ele criou porque ele vai frequentar o Roosevelt High School. Remember? I'm staying with the Yokers. Do you remember the Yokers? The Yokers are the first family. I like playing soccer, listening to music, going to the movies, reading books, whatever activity, usando essa regrinha aqui, ó. Então, tudo que vão te perguntar o que você gosta de fazer, o que você não gosta de fazer. And then you can say, playing the guitar, playing soccer, watching movies, playing basketball, playing football, reading books, traveling, talking, drinking, going out with friends, hanging out with your friends. Any activity with verb ing. Okay? Another one here. I've been learning English for the past few years. I've been learning English for the past few years. Rodrigo also thought about this. Pô, vão me perguntar como é que eu aprendi o meu inglês, há quanto tempo eu tô aprendendo inglês, porque eles vão elogiar o meu inglês e tal. So I know that I must talk about how I learned my English. Okay? I've learned by myself and with some good teachers. Family. I have 2 sisters and a brother. My parents are married. My parents are divorced. My parents are separated. My parents are at home. My mom is a physical therapist. My dad is a journalist. My dad is an engineer. So you're going to be talking about your family. Rodrigo thought about that. Okay? He thought about that. It's amazing. And this is going to help you a lot. Okay? This is going to help you a lot. Now, we're going to do the questions. And you are going to help me. Please, help me. All right? Here it is. Okay. There it is. Okay. So, how you doing? People are going to say, doing great, doing fine. I'm great, thank you. You can just say, I'm great, thank you. I'm great, thank you. Now, question 2, I'm from Brazil. This is too easy, right? Too easy. I'm not going to even say it. Actually, I'm from Porto Alegre, which is the same thing. Where are you from? Right? Where are you from? Oh, Porto Alegre. Oh, it's in the very south of the country. What is the question? Whereabouts? Whereabouts in Brazil? Whereabouts in Brazil is Porto Alegre? Whereabouts in Brazil? Same thing here. It's about 700 miles from São Paulo. My trip was great. A little long, though. My trip was great. A little long, though. What is the question? Eu quero ver escrito aqui agora. Quero ver se vocês estão prestando atenção. Somebody, alguém aí, escreva a pergunta para esta resposta aqui, ó. My trip was great. A little long, though. I want to see it. Come on. Ana Clara Baião was the first one. How was your trip? Okay. Edson Caviccio Jr. Correct. How was your trip? Congratulations, guys. How was your trip? How was your trip? Tem mais, pode ser mais, quer ver? How was your journey? People like to say that. How was your journey? Or how's the journey? How was the journey? Nossa, gente. How was your journey? Okay. It's been a long trip. I'm kind of tired now. Same thing. Ha! Agora eu quero ver. I'm glad to be here. Thank you. I'm glad to be here. Thank you. What do you think that people are going to say to Rodrigo? And he's going to say, oh, I'm glad to be here. Thank you. What do you think? You can write it down, but I'm going to help you here too. Okay? Welcome to America. Thank you, Vilma. All right. Welcome to America. How are you feeling? That's a good one, Gustavo. That's a good one. That's a good one, right? Welcome to America, Rodrigo. Or welcome to school. Welcome to Roosevelt High School. Welcome to our family. Welcome to our family. Welcome to my family. Welcome to the neighborhood. Any welcome, you can say, I'm glad to be here. Thank you. I'm glad to be here. Thank you. Right? How are you feeling? Good. That's good. That's good. I was looking forward to meeting you. I was looking forward to meeting you. Can be a follow-up, pode ser uma segmentação do Welcome to America. How are you feeling? Okay? Are you excited to be here? Very good. Vilma. Vilma, are you excited to be here? Oh, I'm very glad to be here. Thank you. Are you happy? Are you enjoying yourself? Somebody said that. And I forgot to say, let me see. Somebody, how was the trip? Somebody said, are you happy here? I think. Are you happy? Are you happy here? Are you happy as an exchange student? Are you feeling good? It's great to be here. Thank you. Right? I was looking forward to meeting you. I was looking forward to meeting you. In this case, you can say, people will say, it's good to meet you. It's good to meet you. Oh, I was looking forward to meeting you too. Right? I'm an exchange student. I'm an exchange student from Brazil. The question, what do you do? Or, what are you doing in America? Okay? I'm an exchange student from Brazil. Next. I've been here 1 week. I've been here for a week. Question. How long have you been here? How long have you been here? Opa. How long have you been here? All right. And normally in America, people are going to say like this. How long you been here? Dificilmente você vai ouvir alguém perguntando para você. How long have you been here? People will say, how long you been here? How long you been here? How long you been here? Esse é que é o problema. Porque a gente, no tradicional, a gente fica aprendendo o que está escrito no livro, né? How long have you been? E aí, how long have you been here? How are you doing? E aí, quando as pessoas falam, você não tem nenhuma identificação, nenhuma referência. That's why it is important to learn the phrases, collect phrases, and the correct, not the correct, but the normal way of saying those phrases. É o mesmo problema que o estrangeiro quando chega aqui. E principalmente em Minas Gerais, né? A pessoa pergunta assim, tá debaixo da mesa, debaixo da mesa, debaixo da mesa. Você fala debaixo da mesa para um gringo, ele fica louco. He won't understand. Porque ele está esperando estar embaixo da mesa, está debaixo da mesa. Você pega e fala que está debaixo da mesa, right? Okay, anyway, how long you been here? And I'll be staying for a year. The question here can vary, okay? It could be, how long, que nós já até aprendemos, how long will you be staying? Okay, how long will you be staying? Or, how long are you staying? How long are you staying for? Okay, that's very common. How long are you staying for? How long are you staying for means quanto mais tempo você ainda tem aqui. Okay? So I'll be staying for a year. I'll be staying for 6 months. Right? Or I'm staying for a year. I'm staying for 6 months. Okay? I'm going to Roosevelt High School. Question. Where do you go to school? Very good, Vilma. Very good. Where do you go to school? Where do you go to school? Or where are you going to school? Olha que interessante. And that's why I'm telling you this in Portuguese. Okay? I'm telling you in Portuguese because this is really, really fucking important. Preste bem atenção. Quando a pessoa te pergunta where do you go to school, muitos brasileiros acham estranho. Mas é assim que se pergunta, que se faz a pergunta, que é qual a escola que você estuda. Só que aqui no Brasil a gente pergunta que escola que você estuda, que escola que você frequenta. Não é isso? In English, we don't normally ask which school do you attend. No. Where do you go to school? That's it. I go to USP. I go to Roosevelt High School. I go to Mount Rainier High School. You don't need to say I study. No, I go to. You see how important the phrases are. I'm staying with the Oakers. Who are you staying with? Who are you staying with? Or who's hosting you? Or who will host you? Okay, good. But who are you staying with? I'm staying with the Oakers. I like playing soccer, listening to music, etc., etc. What do you like doing? What do you like doing? What are your hobbies? It could be. Muito pouco provável, but okay. What are your hobbies? What are your hobbies? Right? Another one here. I've been learning English for the past few years. Question. How long have you been learning English or studying English? Doesn't matter, okay? How long have you been learning English? I've been learning English for the past few years. 2, 3, 4. No caso aqui, o Rodrigo, ele deixou, né? Mais solto. I've learned by myself and with some good teachers. How did you learn your English? Essa pergunta eles fazem o tempo todo. All the time. Well, Rodrigo, your English is pretty good. How did you learn your English? This is all the time. It doesn't matter if Rodrigo's English is good or bad. Americans will always say that your English is great. And that's why you should never, from this moment on, be afraid of speaking. Be afraid of making mistakes. Because the Americans will always, always compliment your English. You know why? Because it's your second, or maybe your third, or maybe your fourth language. If you are already speaking a little English, you are among the less than 5% of the Brazilian population who speaks 2 languages. It's a great achievement, right? And people will ask you, your English is really good. How did you learn it? Oh, by myself and with some good teachers. I can recommend one of my favorite teachers. His name is Leonardo Leite. Here's, just kidding. All right. I have 2 sisters and a brother. How many brothers and sisters do you have? How many brothers and sisters do you have? Já entra aí uma grande diferença para o português, que em português, quando nós falamos irmãos, inclui female and male, but not in English. Not in English. All right? So, how many brothers and sisters? Alguns mais nerds dirão how many siblings do you have? Ninguém pergunta isso, mas tudo bem. Okay? It's good for you to know. How many siblings do you have? I have 2 sisters and a brother. Right? Here. My parents are married, divorced. Are your parents still married? Isso aqui é uma pergunta bem moderna, né? Still married? Are your parents still married? My mom is a physical therapist. My dad is a journalist. What does your mom do? And what does your dad do? Okay? Good. So this is Rodrigo's first collection of phrases. And in our next lesson, we're going to see Rodrigo arriving in the United States and how he used these phrases. Okay? But what I want you to do, it doesn't have to be now, okay? It could be quietly at home. Download this PDF, download this PDF, write down the questions, and practice as if you were Rodrigo. Okay? Practice. Here it comes. Here it is. Oh, how you doing? Oh, I'm great, thank you. So, where are you from? Well, I'm from Brazil, actually. I'm from Porto Alegre. It's in the very south of the country, about 700 miles from São Paulo. So, how was your trip? Oh, my trip was great. A little long, though. A little long. It's been a long trip. I'm kind of tired now. Well, anyway, welcome to our family. Welcome to the United States. Oh, I'm so glad to be here. Thank you. I was actually looking forward to meeting you. So, what do? Já imagine já numa outra situação, passou outro dia e tal, papapá, você encontrou uma outra pessoa. So, what do you do? Oh, I'm an exchange student from Brazil. Oh, that's nice. How long you been here? Well, I've been here a month, not even a month. I've been here for about three weeks. Wow. Well, that's great. So how long are you staying for? Oh, I'll be staying for a year. So are you going to school? Yes, I'm going to Roosevelt High School. Wow, that's wonderful. So who are you staying with? Are you staying with a family? Yes, I'm staying with the Yokers. Oh, that's nice. So what do you like doing in your free time? Oh, I like playing soccer, listening to music, right? Well, I'm impressed with your English, Rodrigo. I'm really impressed. How long you've been learning English? Oh, well, I've been learning English for the past few years. Wow, how did you learn it? Your English is so nice. Your English is so good. Well, I've learned by myself and with some very, very good teachers, especially the teachers on VIP English Club. So, how many brothers and sisters do you have? Oh, I have 2 brothers. And I have a sister. I have 2 sisters and 1 brother. Wow. And do you live with your parents? Yes, I live with my parents. So are they still married? No. My parents are divorced. Oh, that's nice. Well, not nice, but it's okay, right? And what does your mom do? Oh, she's a physical therapist. And what does your dad do? Oh, he's a doctor. Got it? So all these phrases are very, very useful. Very useful. Okay? And to wrap up this lesson, eu quero dizer uma coisa para você. Faça isso. Colecione. Tenha um bloquinho de frases. Cada dia você cria frases novas. Se você aprendeu uma palavra nova, aprenda essa frase numa frase. Aprenda essa palavra numa frase. All right? This is very, very important. Learn to say phrases. De nada adianta eu dizer para você o que é embreagem em inglês. Você vai aprender a palavra embreagem em inglês e não vai saber como fazer uma frase com a palavra embreagem. Right? Se você tiver ainda dúvida como se fala embreagem, me pergunte ao final desta aula. All right, good. Okay, so now, let's go back. Eu deixei para vocês, aqui, acho que agora vai ser melhor vocês verem aqui, quer ver? E eu deixei para vocês aqui espaço. So you have some space to do more. What else would Rodrigo talk about? Okay? What else would Rodrigo talk about? Então eu deixei espaço aqui para vocês. All right? Good. Good. Now let's go back here to the story. Let's go back to the story. And now, let's practice a little bit. E agora, só para a gente não perder o hábito, let's practice a little bit questions and answers about Rodrigo's story. Okay? And let's see if you remember that, right? Let's see if you remember that. Opa. Okay. So, you can see the story here, right? So yeah, there it is. Okay. So what is Rodrigo worried about? What is Rodrigo worried about? Speak. What is Rodrigo worried about? He's worried about not being able to speak fluently, to understand what native speakers say, right? How's Rodrigo feeling about his English? How's he feeling about his English? A little unease, a little uncomfortable, right? Good. So what did Rodrigo decide to do? Talk to his favorite English teacher, right? Okay. What's his name? Bob Kelly. Who is Bob Kelly? He's he's a retired Irish English teacher who lives in the United States, right? And Rodrigo had a few lessons with him online and he just loved it. Now, what are Mr. Kelly's hints to help Rodrigo? What are his hints? First, listen and understand is the most important. Second, learn phrases, not single words. Very good. And make a collection of phrases that you know you're going to use. Next, rehearse the sentences. Picture yourself, imagine yourself saying those sentences to people. Imagine the questions, right? Imagine the questions. All right? Good. So now let's take a look at the questions. Here it is. What is Rodrigo worried about? What is Rodrigo worried about? How's he feeling about his English? What did Rodrigo decide to do? Who is Bob Kelly? What are Mr. Kelly's hints? A lot of hints, right? Good. Agora olha que interessante. For you to practice, você vai poder contar a história do Rodrigo e contar sobre essas dicas all in English. All right? Eu vou fazer e depois você me imita fazendo aí com você mesmo. All right? Here we go. What is Rodrigo... Oh, no. Apaga, não é assim que faz. Você só olha para a pergunta e fala. Rodrigo is worried about his English not being enough to talk to native speakers. He's not sure if his English is good enough. He's feeling a little unease about his English. So he decided to talk to his favorite English teacher, Bob Kelly. Bob Kelly is a retired Irish, from Ireland, Irish English teacher who lives in the United States. And Mr. Kelly told him a few hints. Number one, listen and understand is more important. Two, learn phrases. Do not focus on single words. Learn phrases. Third, rehearse the phrases. Right? Fourth, make a collection of phrases yourself. Eu tentei fazer o mais simples possível para que fique bem tranquilo para você. The most important thing is that you use your English the way you want based on the story. So, what have you learned in this lesson here? You not only learned Rodrigo's story, but you also learn some very, very important ideas and hints for you to use your English when you travel. This is very important. I'm gonna give you more in the future, but learn phrases, not single words. Make a collection of the phrases you think you have to use. Rehearse the phrases. Think about the questions. Think about the dialogue that you are going to have as soon as you get there. Isso vai te dar confiança. Isso não é para você. Você vai entender na próxima aula, in the next lesson, você vai entender o que acontece depois que o Rodrigo usou todo o repertório dele. Vocês vão ver o que vai acontecer. All right? Guys, do you have any questions? Do you have any questions? Let me see here. Vilma Gomes says, I've learned English with VIP English Club. Yes. All right, all right. No, guys, if you don't have any questions, that's it. That's it. And at the end of our next lesson, I'm going to give you the top secret that I used for myself when I traveled to the United States for the first time. All right? Guys, thank you so much. You are wonderful. And don't forget to download the PDF. Don't forget to download the audio of this lesson. All right? And apply these hints into your English learning life, into your English learning process. Use this, ok? Baixe o PDF, faça mais frases, imagine as frases, imagine-se no lugar de Rodrigo. Do it. All right? Guys, that's it. Let's wrap this up with some music. I want to play. I love ending this with music. That's it. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Have a wonderful rest of the week, right? Because today is the middle of the week, right? And I hope to see you next week sharp. Ana Luisa Alchemy, I love you. Thank you so much. We'll talk soon, and I'll see you next class. Bye.